How can you take a simple hamstring toe touch type stretch and tweak it so you can improve your strength through range of motion and also make it, I guess, more functional? Now, I'm going to show you this with a fancy little contraption here. You don't need a fancy thing. You could, if you have just a hard surface, you could use a towel. If you have carpet, I've used a saucepan before, you could use a plate, whatever. But what we're going to do is we want something movable. Okay, so we tweak our simple toe touch stretch here. What we're going to do first is we're going to improve our eccentric strength through having our heel on our towel, fancy thingamajig or whatever, and we're going to put as much weight as we can into the front leg and we're going to come and load forward. Now that's great for improving our eccentric range. In our Stretch Yourself Strong system, we would look at that as a phase 3 strategy, knowing that just holding a static stretch is still our best way to gain range of motion, not our best way to keep it. But we want to make it more functional. Not my favorite word for it, but what I want to talk about here is hamstrings are 3 muscles, so we want to target all 3 muscles, but we also want to target loading in different directions. So if I have my heel on my thing, I'm going to come forward, weight's forward again, but if I start to turn, I've got my left foot here, my right hand towards my foot, I notice all this outside loading. So I'm targeting more my biceps femoris here, one of my lateral hamstring. Also, when we stretch, we're not just stretching muscles, we're stretching lots of stuff. So I'm also just getting lots of nice lateral loading as well. I can increase my lateral loading with a frontal plane movement. So I've rotated down, I'm going to pop my hip out a little bit, and this rotates. So I'm even going to turn my foot, so I supinate my foot more. Now I get a very, very strong load, outside hammy. Let's say I was going to look at more medial loading. I'm going to have my heel on, and this time, so I've got my right foot, I'm going to touch my right hand along the inside of my leg, so to rotate in, and you'll feel more semi-tenderness, one of your hamstrings, as well as just more inside loading of stuff. And I might even move my leg away from there, and I'm going to get a very strong hamstring stretch here. Throughout the Stretch Yourself Strong system, we use isometrics as they progress through different techniques. A phase 3 strategy would be, or phase 2, we would look at variable angle isometrics. So in that, we would come to our end range, push down hard for 5 to 10 seconds, and move through 3 more positions with the awareness that isometrics don't work across a wide range. So we're looking to get all these different spots where we're looking to add strength through our range of motion. Doing it on something that's like this forces us to hold the thing in place so we get good contraction through the whole muscle. So the adding of a range of different planes of motion, movement through different planes of motion, allows us to be somewhat more functional with our mobility and flexibility exercises. The addition of some tension allows us to add strength as well as affecting the musculotendinous unit more, so we're not just stretching the muscle tissue. But that's something we can go into in a little bit more depth another time. If you have any questions, please comment below, like, share, subscribe, wherever it is being watched and wherever those things are, and I'll see you in the next one.